What's up? We're gonna have some fun out here today. We're gonna have a little bit of an experiment. We're calling this the Outdoor Research Trick Showdown. We got a big old booty jump in the middle of the joyride course. We got a handful of riders, and we're gonna make them jump through a bunch of hoops and put on a huge show for the crowd. Hey, Whistler, you guys ready to see some tricks or what? That's what I'm talking about. We're live on Red Bull Bike right now, and we're live to you. We've got 5 men and 3 women out here who are going to do a 30-minute jam session, and then we're gonna do a head-to-head type of thing, kind of like slalom, Alan.
Yeah, something we've never seen in a best trick or a trick showdown. A lot of strategy is gonna come into play. There's gonna be a limit on repeat tricks, which is gonna show us the variety and the deep bag that all these athletes have.
My favorite part is we have no idea how this is going to go, and that's the kind of event I like to sign up for. This is the Outdoor Research Trick Showdown, and it starts right now.
So bad, it's a party round here. All I see is gold, get us through my cardies round here. Always on top of the money, never tardy round here. Now I'm on top and they love me, keep some shawties round here. And we go pop us some bubbly, cause we going high, yeah.
All right. We kicked things off a little bit early out here today because we're expecting a nice day of liquid sunshine tomorrow. So instead of doing this jam session tomorrow, we're doing it today. Why not? Dual slalom went off. It was killer. And we got a list of riders out here that I'm going to read off to you right now so you get a little bit of an idea of who you can cheer on. For the women, Lisa Marie Blanc out of France, Robin Goomes out of New Zealand. You know her because she's the first person to ever win the women's Slopestyle competition on the Crankworx World Tour. She also won Red Bull Rampage last year. And then Shealan Reno, last year's world champion for Slopestyle. For the men, Alan, who do we got?
Oh, we got all the people. We got David Godziek, LJ Parra, Ayden, I can't say the last name, I'm sorry. Tom Van Steenbergen is on my list. I've seen some insane clips on social media. I've never got to see these tricks in real life. I've heard some things about this jump. It's nice and lofty, so it's going to allow these riders to do pretty much whatever they want.
So that's who's going to be in the air. And now, who's holding the scorecards? Let's take a look at our esteemed panel of judges right here. We got Damian Iwanaga. Damon, are you nervous?
I am a bit nervous.
You should be. We got Georgia Astle. Are you nervous?
Yeah, let's see if I know all the tricks.
Hell yes. Kirsten Van Horn, what's up? How did you decide to say yes to this? This is crazy.
Everyone else is doing it, so here we are.
Peer pressure, great. Carson Storch, you were supposed to be in this competition. You did not succumb to the peer pressure. You're holding a scorecard. What kind of score do I get so far?
You get an L.
I had a feeling he was going to give me the loser card. I set you up for that one. Bass Van Steenbergen, I don't know who's making the decisions out here. This makes no sense. Insider trading, you have a brother in the competition. Why should we trust you?
I'm pretty hard on my brother, so it should be okay.
True, I've seen it firsthand. All right, thanks, you guys. What do you say we start this thing off, everybody? It's going to start with a 30-minute jam session. During that 30-minute jam session, these wingnuts right here are going to decide on the top 4 for the men and the top 2 for the women. And then we're going to put them into a bracketed format. Alan, you talked about the fact that you cannot repeat a trick. Do you think we can trust these judges to remember all the tricks people are doing and then call people out for repeating?
Absolutely not. I've seen half of these people sleeping on a course at some point in time, so they bumped their heads. But we'll have the right people keeping track of the run order, so all they have to do is put up the scores on the thing that they saw in that moment.
This is so loose. I love it. Who are we going to send first, and do I have the permission to do so? Who's up there at the top of the course? Do we have our riders at the top yet?
Anyone?
Hey, there they are. Look at that. Hey, they're all psyched and ready to go. Hey, raise your hand if you want to go first.
Who's going to open the jam?
Oh,
we got a winner.
All right, Shealan. You win the competition already. We're going to stop now because this was all just a test to see who has the guts to go first. Just kidding. This is the start of the 30-minute jam session. Start the clock. Shealan Reno, 2024 Slopestyle World Championship Tour champion for the women in the first year that it even existed. Here she goes for run number 1. Hey, that's a good way to start things off. Just making sure the air is nice up there. I'd say we got decent conditions right now, Alan.
Yeah, the wind's actually kind of dying down. On the Doppler, the storm is coming, so hopefully we're going to catch this storm.
I'm thinking this is our kid who looks like a mill when he's riding. He's got these crazy combos. Is this the Canadian right here, Ayden Siebenaler? Cheer if it is. I think so. Somebody said woo. Oh yeah, that's him for sure. Ayden Siebenaler. No way.
Huge downside double tail whip, super lofty. One of the things I want to notice is how he caught his pedals absolutely perfect. That should translate into tall numbers from these judges right here. They're deliberating a little bit. See what they got.
360 double downside whip. See, I've been researching these riders because we just got this rider list about 15 minutes ago, and there's some youngsters out there, some new names on the scene. I'm like, I gotta learn something about them. This kid, when I watched his Instagram, I was like, he rides like a mill. Oh, I've heard of this guy before. Last year's Triple Crown winner, Godziek from Poland, with a trick that, that'll get things rolling, but he's got way more in the tank for you than that. And I would say, don't hesitate to heckle if somebody's doing some dead sailors. Why not? We're making up the rules as we go. Who's dropping in next? Alan, who do we got?
Who do we got? I can't see. Oh, we got Tom.
Oh, TVS.
This is going to be good. See Tom open it up.
Did you guys watch Rampage last year?
Super lofty jump.
Oh, man.
Goes for the cash roll, comes up just a little bit short, getting bucked over, but that was a smooth dismount, fist pump. He's going to be back for more.
Alan, that was contagious right there. Right here, LG, we got Kat. Kat just fell at the same time as Tom. That was like sympathy, right? You're with him. Hey, we're with you, Tom. Everybody who wants Tom to win this, just fall over like a fainting goat right now. Come on, somebody. All right, fine, I'll do it. You know they go all rigor mortis after that? You guys are going to wish you never gave me this microphone. Who's next?
Cam, you know this is an hour and a half long, right?
Oh, LJ Parra coming in hot.
LJ, we've seen him up at the Silver Star event a couple of weeks ago, absolutely slaying it. Oh, we got a little bit of a party train going on right now.
LJ and who? Damian? Is that who? Here we go. Big old fronty bomb. Another big fronty bomb. Open up. Yeah.
Thank you for not over-rotating that front flip.
Hey, Alan, when we were at the GLC, I told you, all right, Damian and LJ, they got good fronties. This is a good way to kick it off, right?
Absolutely.
They also have good double backies.
Some double backy combos.
Hold up. Nikolai Ragakin, what did you just say?
LJ and Damian got good everything. It's insane how good these kids are riding on the Joyride course. They are more than ready. The American fleet is coming. We've got some more riders coming in right now. Who is it, Cam?
You want to know how I find out about new riders? I just talked to Nikolai Ragakin, Lisa Marie Blanc, Robin Goomes, a pair of tuck no-handers. Let's hear it for them.
Nice tuck no-hander train out of the female riders right there. Riders just getting warmed up. That's part of the deal. You got to build in. You can't just send your hardest thing first go.
Well, you can.
You can.
You can.
But then where do you go from that?
Crazy?
Crazy? I was crazy once.
You're crazy. You're crazy right now. You're crazy, man. Speaking of crazy, wait a minute. Didn't he just go? Is this Aiden again?
That's not physically possible.
Just went. That was fast. All right, what's he got for us now? He dropped the 360 double downside tail up about 14 seconds ago. Here we go. Oh! Huge. Oh, no.
Massive extended Superman sea crab. Unfortunately, coming up just a little bit short and also getting bucked over the handlebars. Man, that was reminiscent of TJ Lavin, the best Superman sea crabs in the world right there.
Did you see that? Cat fell over again. It's crazy.
No way.
I can't believe it. Isn't that wild? He just landed a 360 double down whip, and then he crashed on the Superman sea crab. The Superman sea crab, it's classic. You got to pull it out in a 30-minute jam session. And you can do a little one, or you can do a big one. That was a big one.
Yeah, his feet were clearly over his head, heart attack style.
Almost too big. Oh, who do we got? We got Shealan Reno, I believe. Yes, we do. Shealan. Oh, nice. I thought it was going to be a dead sailor. We got a nice tuck no-hander for her.
Big tuck no-hander with some stees on that rollout. Fake stees might be watching that, so you better be careful.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, you were wearing your Beastie Boys shirt this morning.
I was. I can feel it.
You should have kept it on. We can tell everybody it's on underneath that sweatshirt. Alan's wearing a Beastie Boys shirt. We're listening to Beastie Boys. And we're waiting for the next rider to drop in on this 30-minute jam session. The Outdoor Research Trick Showdown. The 2025 Crankworx World Tour is all about experimentation. In Cairns, Australia, we had full tilt. It was we could just call it 3-cross. That's basically what it was, 3 riders on 1 course.
I like to call it 3 crisscross.
Yeah, it was
because they
wild.
was crisscrossing.
It was wild. Maybe we'll get the DJ to play some crisscross too.
Sometimes you got to jump.
But I kind of like the idea of trying out these experimental events and just seeing what sticks. You know, what will be on the 2026 World Tour? We have no idea. Maybe this one.
I hope so. Best trick is one of the most exciting aspects of competition because they don't have to think about the jump before, they don't have to think about the jump after. They're putting 100% of their focus and attention on one single jump, and you get to see it explode.
I love it. And we should give away a special award for the worst trick as well, just to have a nice little side bet.
Worst trick?
Worst trick.
Like, is that like the worst pulled trick or the worst run?
No, yeah, you have to like try to do something that's ugly.
So we see like cliffhangers and all kinds of stuff.
Sure. If you ask me, that's a candidate for best trick. I love me a cliffhanger. Anybody out there got a cliffhanger? I think when we get into those later rounds, though, and the judges are enforcing that do not repeat a trick criteria, we're going to see people having to dig a little bit deeper and get into some weird stuff. So we might have some accidental worst tricks.
Absolutely. We might be seeing some tricks from the past. Some things maybe these riders haven't done in a long time, but they're running out and they got to send it. So we'll see what happens as this new format evolves. Just a little bit of downtime, getting some riders back up to the top. Cruising up in some fancy Hummers. Not a bad day out on the hill.
Oh my goodness, no way. Anthony Missouri. Oh, I found you. You should have got a better hiding technique. How are you doing, Anthony?
Good, good. How are you, Cam?
Really good, man. Hey, out there, you guys remember 2011 when Anthony went higher than anybody's ever gone in the Boneyard? I feel like that record still stands.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty big airs nowadays.
How old were you then? You were 15, and you're just a little bit older right now, but you've been posting some clips recently, and I don't know, I think a lot of people are psyched to see you back on the bike. How's it been?
It's been good, you know, it feels good to ride again and get after it.
Hell yeah. Anthony Missouri in the house. If Anthony was riding this competition, he'd be dropping in right now. I don't know what's up with these riders, Anthony. Can we just get some airtime going or what?
Let's get it going.
Anthony Missouri says, let's get it going, guys. There we go. That's what it took. We got a rider dropping in.
The call was heard. We got 2 riders in right now. That's one of the beautiful things about this jam format. There ain't no rules. 2 riders at a time. What do they got?
Here we go.
Double backflips.
Okay.
A double backflip train. That's another level.
They made it look chill somehow. They were chilling.
I feel like that was just a warm-up, which makes me excited for what's about to come.
Nikolai, speaking of what's about to come, are those 2 a couple of the riders who are leading the charge for the next generation or what?
Without a doubt. Just having that level of comfort out here, you see them boosting the jumps in, floaty double flip. There's no nerves. They are just taking this moment and getting the practice in because one day they will be on this stage. I'll tell you that right now.
It's crazy, man. Did you watch Silver Star? Oh, here we got another rider going. There it is, redemption. Oh, no. Hey, he's okay. Let's hear it for him. Huge Superman C grab out of Ayden Siebenaler. He's got to get it.
I feel like we're going to see that landed for sure.
Watch him drop in and get a 360 triple downside whip and then keep crashing on the Superman C grabs. Hey, so Nikolai, did you watch the live stream from Silver Star? The level was high.
Yeah, of course I watched. Unreal riding level. The riders are just so technically skilled and advanced. They just have opposites, backflips, front flips, rotation tricks. The trick bag is just endless for these new young riders, and it's just shockingly amazing. What do you think?
I agree with you, man. There's always these riders who I've never heard of before, and then when I watch that competition, I'm introduced to the riders that are now on the World Tour the following season, so we'll see if that happens next year. But we got last season's overall champion, David Godziek, in the sky.
Huge, lofty cash roll. Such an amazing run right there. Oh, a little bar spin, just warming up. Nice little warm-up for Godziek right here. As you said, our defending champion here.
It was so casual.
A casual cash roll?
We got the women up there on the roll-in. Ben Thompson. What's up, my man? How's your Crankworx going so far, buddy?
It's been good, you know. Some good practice the last couple days, bit windy, but, you know, I'm stoked to be here and watch the best trick. And usually, you know, I'm out here having a ride, so it's fun to sit back and watch some of the riding.
You got on the podium this year, first stop. That was insane. Congratulations. But this one's got to feel different being in front of the hometown crowd.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the first year was crazy, second year was crazy, third year is going to be crazy, and yeah, you know, hoping for another good one. We'll see.
It's probably nice to just sit back and watch these guys right now, huh?
100%. I enjoy it. It's going to be good out here. Only a few riders have gone, and we've seen a couple of things, but I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more out there.
Who do you have your money on?
I mean, you can't go wrong with David, obviously.
True. I think he's got enough tricks to be able to play that whole no repeat game too.
I think he could play the no repeat game like 6 times, but yeah, he's on it.
He's on it. I can't wait to see what else he's got. That was a nice casual. Thanks for chatting with me, Benny T. We got riders up at the top of the rolling right now. Looks like they're waiting for the right moment to drop. Oh, I've got dirt all over my back. Thank you, Alan. It's from the fainting goat stunt. If we could just get one person to do a fainting goat out here, it would make my day. Nobody, huh? You guys know what a fainting goat is?
It's a goat that faints?
They're so funny.
Just wait.
Oh, here we go. Shealan dropping in. She had a tuck no-hander for you last run. What's she got now?
Staying smooth, setting up. Look at the speed these riders have. This double overhead high berm coming into this booter. What she got?
Ooh, the no-footer. Shealan's got a lot of limb combos. Hand tricks, feet tricks.
Loves letting go of the bike.
Nothings. Alan, you said you heard a rumor going around that the riders are saying this is their favorite Red Bull Joyride course ever. What do you think so far, just taking your first couple looks at it the last couple days?
I mean, the thing that stands out to me over all the other courses is the speed. It's just, this course is so much faster. The descent on this course, the amount of vertical feet that they drop from top to bottom, there's no other slopestyle course that will give that much momentum, which translates into huge jumps and even bigger tricks.
And it's just the energy of this venue here on the Boneyard, all the history that exists from 20 years of holding this event. It has prestige on another level, and you see the riders just dig that much further into their bag of tricks. And you also see some of the young guns kind of triumph, you know, get some of that adrenaline like they've never felt before. And we've seen a lot of riders just come from nowhere and take the win at Joyride. And I think it's because of that energy this Boneyard brings.
Oh yeah, the Boneyard is the Holy Land. It was 21 years ago, my first time to Whistler, and it was 1 week after Bearclaw 3'd that road gap. And from that moment on, I feel like this place has held exactly what you're talking about, a special vibe.
Aiden, let's see what he's got for us. Is he gonna change his, no, he's going back for that Superman C grab. Oh yeah, thank goodness. I think that was the biggest one yet too, and he landed it.
Yeah, massive, massive Superman C grab.
The reason he was crashing, I think he was just not willing to get back on the bike until he was too close to the ground, didn't have enough time to put the landing gear down.
What I was seeing was he was stretching that Superman C grab so far that when he would get back on, the front end was a little bit too high and it was bucking him over the bars, but that time he committed.
Yeah, because he was getting the body horizontal and the bike vertical. It's hard to find your handlebar when the bike's coming down from straight vert. Robin Goomes, ladies and gentlemen. Testing her out, feeling her out.
Maybe not yell their names as they're going up the lift.
Did I shock her?
I don't know.
Did you hear they're banning smelling salts in football?
Why?
I don't know why I thought about that.
Is this a joke? I'm waiting for the punchline.
No, I was just thinking about it. We got a lot of time to kill, so we should talk about other things in biking, for crying out loud.
Is getting woken up from being knocked out a performance-enhancing situation?
I don't know, but it's fun. Have you ever had the smelling salts?
Never have. I like to wake up naturally.
Ah, wimp. Just kidding.
Actually, I just don't remember.
We get some smelling salts to the top of the roll-in, please. Oh, no, here we go. We got somebody. Lisa Marie Blanc. I'm going to take your advice and not scream her name while she's in the middle of the air. We're going to be nice and chill. Then we're going to cheer for her afterwards. Oh, yeah!
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay,
Got
good.
it.
Hold on.
Took a pedal, needed a little bit of the speed going in. Nice read right there, able to get just over the top. So we got our first female going upside down.
Lofty backflip. Oh, I'm seeing 9s from the judges. That's the first flip we've seen for the women, isn't it? We got another rider drop. We got 2-pack dropping. Who we got? We got Damian and LJ again? Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple of boys out for a session.
It's LJ
See what they got.
and Damian. Here we go. Fronty tuck, no hander. Fronty bar spin.
I like this technique. They're using the excitement from each other's runs to really get the judges stoked. That's a nice move.
So 2025 experiment, outdoor research, trick showdown, maybe 2026 experiment, kind of like a synchronized swimming type of thing.
Yeah, something like that maybe. I guess maybe they're just feeding off each other.
Trains competition.
Oh, what if that was a thing?
I think we just made it a thing.
Paired. Well, there's always next year.
Like one does a 3 double down whip, the other one does an oppo 3 double down whip.
Extra points for the over-under.
Here we go. Gozdiek had a big old cashy last run. What's he got for us? Oh, cashy bar.
Cashy bar spin. Man, to see how smooth and easy that was pulled off and to know just a year ago that was the trick that really locked down the wins, not just here, but for the Triple Crown last year.
Now, for people who are just here for the beer and the after parties, what was that trick?
Oh, you're asking me? I thought you were only asking people that had beer or parties.
No, you're the guy I'm doing this broadcast with, so I'm asking you. Oh!
That was a cash roll bar spin, which is a front, forward, off axis, flip, spin with a bar spin.
Shealan Reno.
See, I told you, that messes them up every time.
I know.
Stop yelling their names on the lip.
I'm sorry, Shealan. Just get excited. That one's on me.
And the...
Oh, cool. Hey, guess what? So we're obviously live to the house here, but we're also live on Red Bull Bike. And if you're watching us from the comfort of your own home, we would love to make your home even more comfortable by giving you a bag to put things in when you go riding. And it's full of Darko things. So it's got gloves, it's got pants, it's got a jersey, it's got pads, and a short sleeve body armor. To win this, what you got to do is follow on the platform called Instagram. Not sure if you heard of it. Follow at Crankworx, follow at Darko, and leave us a comment. Tag your riding buddy, the riding buddy that you want to make jealous when you win this Darko care package right here. We're going to pick somebody before the end of the broadcast. We're going to mail this to you. So do those things, and we'll let you know who wins before the show's over.
We've already given out one of these today.
I know. We're making it rain with Darko care packages.
Don't make it rain. We're trying to do a contest.
Yeah, we don't. We need to.
We're
Nobody
trying to
dance.
stop the rain.
Nobody dance. Like, we could just throw this out into the crowd, and somebody would probably be really happy about that, but we're going to give it to one of you at home. Janelle, what's up? How are you? Oh, my gosh. You're getting stuck with me right here. Oh, you got brought over by Kat. Thanks. Thank you for bringing Janelle over. Janelle Sukup, ladies and gentlemen, she won the whip-off last night. You had great whips. You also did that one-side dangler. I like that. So congratulations on that. I got 2 things to talk to you about. We'll start with that one. What was the whip-off like last night?
Oh my gosh, so much fun. I lost my voice, in case you can't tell. I saved it all day just for this, just so you know. No, it was so sick. It was sick to lap with all the girls. The crowd was insane, so that was super sweet. And yeah, it was overall so much fun.
You killed it. You're doing a lot of really great things. You killed it at Natural Selection Bike in New Zealand earlier this year. You won the whip-off yesterday, but also yesterday it was announced that you have an invite to Red Bull Rampage. I'm sure our audience on Red Bull Bike is excited to hear that. What was your yeah, let's hear it for her. It's going to be a Red Bull Rampage for crying out loud. What was your reaction when you got that email and you found out you're in the big show? I got goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah, it was funny. I was actually at the top of Kamloops riding with Natasha, Bradley, and Vinny. And yeah, I just started crying. I was in disbelief. I was like making sure that it was like sent to the right person. And yeah, they said, hi, Janelle. And I was like, oh, I guess it's me.
It wasn't another Janelle. Janelle Sukup gets the invitation from Red Bull Rampage. Congratulations on that. Are you excited to watch this right here? Who do you have your eyes on for both the women's and the men's categories?
Wow.
Ooh, what did she do?
A backflip.
Robin Goomes with a backflip. What do you think? You think Robin's got it?
I think Robin's got it. I think she has got a couple combos in there, which will be sick. Shaylan's got some combos too, and so does Lisa. So I think all the girls will throw it down. And I don't know. I got my eyes on everyone.
You're a youngster. How about these youngsters in the men's field out here? The guys who, are training, Damian and LJ and Aiden. Here they come again. What do we got from them?
Oh God, we got double backflip trades. Oh my God. Oh, LJ.
Do you know these two?
I know just LJ. I know he was looking for cranks earlier this week, so I'm glad he got sorted so he could do this comp. But yeah.
Hey, shout out to whoever gave LJ some cranks, because you can't do double backflips without cranks. Janelle Sukup, thanks for coming and chatting with me. Congratulations on everything that's going awesome in your life right now. You rip.
Thank you so much, Ken.
Yeah, let's hear it for Janelle Sukup, everybody. Just broke my microphone.
I mean, sometimes the Stoke wins and the microphones go down. You never know. Couple of raindrops falling. That's not going to stop the Stoke today, though. These riders are making their way back up.
Jeez.
Cam broke his microphone again, but that's all right. It still works.
Hey, does anybody who's been like cruising the vendors today, does anybody have like a sticker that they only accepted to be polite and they don't want the sticker? So I have a hole in my microphone, I want to patch it with a sticker. Anybody got a dumb sticker that they want to donate to the cause? I'm by the white judge's tent. Oh.
Take a look up at the big screen. You want to see some replays? Yeah. There's that cash roll.
Thanks, you guys.
Out of Godziek.
Awesome. Cheers.
We've seen some backflips. There's that huge Superman C grab, that one he pulled. We got Godziek back in. Let's see what he's got. Godziek, last year's Triple Crown winner. Bar spin to tuck, no hander to bar spin. That is what I was looking for out of this OR trick showdown. Things we don't usually see on a slopestyle course because the whole no trick repeat. These riders got to dig deep in their bag of tricks. We might see stuff they haven't done in a couple of years. We might see some things that they've only been thinking about.
You might have to dig deep for a squeegee here in a second. Hey, so I was fixing my microphone. What did he do? Is it a bar spin, tuck to bar spin? Is that what you said?
Bar spin, tuck no hander, 2 bar spin. I've done one or the other, but never all 3 in once. That's pretty insane.
David Godziek.
I think it's about to get crowded under this judging tent. A bunch of people with a lot of opinions.
I think we're about to see what kind of tricks they have for a wet ramp. Bar spin, tuck to bar spin is definitely a trick that you would choose if the ramp is a little wet.
Yeah, you got to go straight. No carving off of a wet lip. That's against the law.
Not the cash roll.
We'll write you a ticket for that. Couple more replays up there. There's that huge floaty tuck no-handed front flip followed by a front flip bar spin. These riders are starting to warm up. One of the things that can get these riders doing the bigger tricks and the gnarliest stuff is the reactions that they get from the crowd. So if you see something you like, let it loose. Let's feed these riders. Double backflip trains. I feel like we're all so desensitized, but that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I mean, not too long ago, if somebody did a double backflip in a best trick contest, it was just like, all right, show's over, everybody. We already know who won. Let's go. This is in the 30-minute jam session before the contest even starts. And they're training it. They're doing combos. Silly business.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago that when I would see someone doing a double backflip, I would look away because I was scared.
It's like, all right, judges. So I haven't really been paying attention to what you're doing at all. I've been on my own program over here. This is a 30-minute jam session. Have you guys been scoring these with numbers, or have you just been kind of taking mental note as to who is going to make it into the brackets?
Kind of just mental notes. We've been writing down some of the tricks, so we don't have to DQ anybody for repeating tricks. But yeah, I mean, as of now, Tom popped his tire, and I think he's trying to fix it. And yeah.
Perfect. Well, we got a rider drop in now, Carson. Thank you for explaining this to me. Here we go. Oh! Fronty train! How long is this landing, Alan? He went like 4 bike lengths down, and there were still 4 bike lengths to go.
I tell you what, it's long enough.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, every feature out here on this joyride course in the Boneyard is absolutely massive. If you have the chance to walk up here and get next to some of these ramps and landings, they are double, triple, quadruple overhead. This is the pinnacle of slopestyle course. There is no bigger, no faster, no gnarlier course on the Crankworx World Tour or anywhere in the world.
I'm sitting with Bass Van Steenbergen. He's a former king of Crankworx. He's a racer. Deep within his heart, that's where he thrives. But we have peer pressured him over the course of many, many years into doing speed and style, and he's killed it at that. How excited are you that you are not doing this Best Trick Showdown right now, Bass?
Mainly excited for the crowd that they don't have to watch me straight out of this jump 15 times in a row. So yeah, pretty stoked.
I love it. Getting rid of speed and style makes room for experiments like this. You know, because we've got our staples that we stick with: pump track, slalom, slopestyle, all the downhill races, of course. How'd the slalom go for you, Bass, today?
It was a bit of a rough go. Had a mechanical in practice. Tried to make it happen, but yeah, it was a short day for me. But good racing, awesome to watch. So yeah.
Always good to have you out there. All right, well, I think the rain is letting up, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Am I just being overly optimistic, or is it not raining right now?
No, it's getting much better. much better.
Your voice is doing something different than your head. But I think this is when the strategy comes into play, right? You're like, all right, what tricks do I got on a wet ramp?
That's true. You don't want to three, you don't want to spin, so that opens up tail whip tricks, that opens up straight tricks, flip tricks. All those will be safe in the wet. I know all these riders got a deep bag of tricks, so the elements are definitely going to play a factor in today's trick choice. Looks like we got some people making their way up there. Just kind of waiting it out. It could be a situation if the weather picks up, who keeps riding is the one that's going to win this thing.
I like that. I like that. All right, quick quiz, Alan. Everybody knows this song, but not many can remember who does it. Who does this song?
What song?
This one we can hear right now.
I don't know who sings it.
Steelers Wheel.
Steelers Wheel.
Jerry Rafferty.
I like it.
Are we going to have to pay royalties now because we just called that out?
I think that's you. I think it gets deducted out of your check.
Darn it. I can't cover that. Sorry, Jerry. Sorry, Jerry's estate. I don't know if Jerry Rafferty's still alive.
That just means you don't get a check, you get a bill.
Hey, Jeff, you want to do this?
Looks like we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the jam session clock. Is anybody willing to get up there and up the stakes?
2.5 minutes left in this 30-minute jam session where we're going to trim the field down. 4 men, 2 women, bracketed format, 2 runs per round. Trim the field in half every time. Finally crown a champion for the Outdoor Research Trick Showdown. I think the youngsters are like hungry, Alan.
They're like, what, Rain? Yeah, I'll ride. I got straight tricks. I don't have to 3 off that thing.
It's a big opportunity to just ride on this course in front of this crowd, live to Red Bull Bike. And those Groms are taking full advantage of it. Damian, Anhder, LJ Parra, Ayden Siebenaler squaring up against the big dogs, David Godziek, Tom Van Steenbergen. We heard from Tom's brother Bass, who's a judge, that Tom popped his tire. So we're hoping Tom gets that tire put back on because all he's got so far is a crashed cash roll. We got 1 minute and 36 seconds left.
And a brother on the judging panel.
Yeah. I think Bass has a good point, though. I don't know. I don't think he's going to give Tom any. I think he gives Tom more of a hard time than he does free points.
And he knows everything. He knows what he's capable of. So anything short of that is going to be a letdown.
He's like, I've seen what you've been working on. That's all you're bringing. You guys remember when Tom Van Steenbergen did that huge front flip at Rampage back in October? You remember that, Alan?
Which time? I've seen a couple of them.
True, the last one was the biggest. It was insane. It's definitely the biggest front flip drop ever on a bike.
I mean, yeah, by like times 10, I think.
Tom's like, yo, give me a ladder bridge on top of this lift tower right here. I'll win this trick contest. Don't put it past him. With a flat tire. 45 seconds left. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic this is just a nice little drizzle.
Hopefully optimistic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, there's 30 seconds left. If any riders want to drop, I think they're calling it good. We're just going to trim down the men's field by one rider, I believe.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I mean, Tom, probably.
Because you can't ride with a flat tire.
All right, Tom, time to just focus on Rampage, buddy.
Just focus on fixing that tire.
Fix it. Hopefully he's got that tire fixed by October. Tom. All right, well, the judges are going to do their thing, tallying the scores, figuring out who's going to make it into the final. But in the meantime, you remember how I said we have Georgia Assel on the judging panel? She's won Garbanzo downhill 3 times, 2018, 19, and 2024. You know what? We put together a nice little piece for you to check this out. This is a little bit semi-serious edit about how she layers up and figures out how to gear up for racing the Garbanzo downhill. Take a look.
Hey, I'm Georgia Astle, a 3-time Garbanzo DH champ, and today I'll let you in on a little secret of how to survive this long race. Step number 1, layer up, my friends. Boop, boop, boop. Ah! Oh, okay, wow, it's heating up in here. Just give me a sec. All right, back to business. Sorry about all the holdups, but you know, you gotta dress for success.
Well, that was fun. Hey, I got some news in the middle of that nice piece with Georgia Astle. It sounds like because we've got this liquid sunshine falling from the sky, and the riders are kind of looking at that going, man, I got a long week, and you know, this is kind of gnarly with the wet ramps. It sounds like the riders are putting it on the judges right now to say, all right, we did our jam session. You guys just pick who the winner is, and we'll call it at that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were lucky enough to get those few runs in that we did. The rain is coming down. Like we said, these wood lips, it's no joke. They turn into ice. So props to these riders for getting what they did done, and now it's up to the judges. I'm excited to see what happens. And, you know, rain or shine, we just had ourselves a contest, and we're going to crown a winner.
Nice little jam. I'm kind of blown away that we were even able to do what we did as well. We've been watching the radar all morning, and it looked like at about 4 o'clock it was going to dump rain. So that didn't happen, which made this possible for us to do a nice little jam session starting around 6 o'clock. And yeah, like you said, now it's on the judges. I'm curious to see who they're going to give it to. I'm trying to think what the format is going to be adapted to now. Is it just a single best trick or overall performance? Maybe we should go talk to some judges and figure out what the story is.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be, you know, picking a winner, whatever that criteria is, who they think really did what they needed to do to win. I know people didn't do probably what was in their minds, but like I said, the weather played a factor, and here we are.
LG, I'm going to make you follow me. We're going to go over here. We're going to find some judges. Let's see, who's the most competent judge to talk to? We're going to go to the least competent judge to talk to. I want to identify the most competent so we don't pick the... Oh, we got riders. Hey, you guys still judging them? Oh!
Another double backflip train. I think they were the closest to each other on that one that we've seen. Front and back tire only feet away.
Alan, was that a double backflip with an X-up also?
I looked late. I didn't see the first one.
I think it was a double backflip with an X-up. I think he's like, kind of want to win this thing, so before it gets too wet, let me do this double backflip X-up. Unfortunately, I think the judges were looking the other way. Did you guys see that? Okay, good. They're on it. Oh, here we go. We got a replay.
We got a replay coming in. Let's see what we got. Double backflip with the X-up, so turning those bars completely backwards in the middle of a double backflip. Such a technical move. The rule on double backflips is you do one on the way up and one on the way down, but when you're throwing combos in there, you got to make a tough decision. Do you do it on the first flip or you do it on the second?
He did it on the first, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably the best option in that case, because if you're under-rotating, if you're over-rotating, you have that second rotation to kind of make that adjustment.
Big shout out to windshield wipers.
Yeah, big shout out to windshield wipers. We need windshield wipers on the shuttle vehicle. We need windshield wipers on the course ASAP.
Goggles. Hey, so check out Crankworx.com for updates to the schedule. There have been recent updates, and one of them is Canadian Open DH. RockShox Canadian Open Downhill is going to be on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. local time here, Pacific time. You're not going to want to miss that. We got huge names. I saw Jackson out here, Alan. Is he racing Canadian Open?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I absolutely hope so.
Didn't seem like that long ago. We were all congregating to watch him on a Strider bike in the village, and now we're all screaming at our TV sets as he's winning World Cup downhills. It would be pretty fun to watch him rip down the 1199 track, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I saw him cruising around, riding the bike park. He had a #1 on his bike, so my guess is he's in.
They don't give those away either.
No.
Hey, what are you doing on Sunday, Alan?
I'm going to be right here, Cam, right here with you.
Perfect. That's my plan too. Red Bull Joyride coming at you Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. start Pacific time. We'll be capping off this season. Tim Bringer's won the first 2 stops. He could win the Triple Crown in the same way as Godziek did it last year. We've seen Emil do it multiple times. Of course, Nikolai Rogakin, who's out here, we've been chatting with him today. He was the first rider to do that. It was quite a tall task, and it's pretty incredible that we're in the middle of a season right now where it's up for grabs again.
Yeah, totally. The Triple Crown is going to go to a new rider, possibly Tim Bringer. We've heard some rumors that this Joyride course this year is offering up some opportunities for some tricks that maybe we haven't seen in competition yet. Super lofty, super poppy, something reminiscent to how these riders practice into airbags, into mulch jumps. It's a lot safer way to do these gnarly tricks, so it's really opening up the opportunities for us to see things we haven't seen yet on this course. Hey, Cam, I don't know if you can hear me, but
What?
I have a question.
No, sorry, I'm done with those.
You're in this contest. You have 1 run left. On this jump, what is your best trick?
No, I'll just do what I always do. I'll do a sea crab Indian air, look at the crowd, and probably miss my hand like Damian was doing or Aiden was doing, and, you know, make Cat fall over again.
I'd give you a good score for that.
Thank you. What would you do, Alan?
I mean, I don't know. Best trick, I'd have to probably default to Superman Secret backflip, because that might have been my best trick.
Okay, you win. Congratulations, Alan just won the hypothetical contest between he and I on tricks that we're not doing. Oh, what are we doing right now? I was just like trying to get the inside scoop from the judges. I'll tell you what I found out, okay? You cool if I tell everybody what you told me? I'm not gonna tell them the nitty gritty. I'm just gonna, okay. So the judges, what's up, Aiden? Congrats on your Rampage invite. So I was like, what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be like best overall performance throughout the whole jam session, or are you guys gonna pick the best trick? And I'm not gonna pop the cork all the way. He just told me, best single trick, man.
Best single trick. Well, we saw a few pretty decent ones out there. Godziek with that catch roll bar spin. We saw some double flip combos. We saw some front flip combos. I don't know, the train made it pretty exciting. Can you give both people the win? Can you cross the finish line at the same time in the OR Trick Showdown?
The answer is no. There can be only one bestest, and we're moments away from finding out who the bestest is. Are we gonna tell them, or are we gonna ask the judges?
I don't know, I think you should ask the judges.
Are we ready to say who won? No, we're not. Okay, that's why I wear earphones. Was that the schizophrenia, or was that our producer?
I think it was, yeah.
They said, no, don't do it.
It was our schizophrenic producer.
Voices, can you please organize yourselves? But I know who won.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Sucks to be you. Were you psychic or something? I'll say this. This competition, it ain't over until it's over.
You mean it's not done until it's done.
Okay, good. Here's the update. We're preparing the novelty checks.
You know I have the same earphones you have, right? Does anybody have a marker?
You know what? This whole crowdsourcing of necessary items has worked out real great so far. Shout out to the homies who gave me this Teriyaki Boys sticker to hold the battery compartment on my microphone. I don't know what Teriyaki Boys is. I'm thinking it's probably some sort of restaurant that serves food in bowls.
You hope that's what it is because you just put it out in the world.
Hopefully it's not some kind of shady website, but it's keeping my battery compartment free of liquid sunshine. We need to crowdsource a Sharpie for a novelty check. Thanks, my man. Shout out to this kid right here. What's your name?
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. Where do you live, Jackson?
Not much.
No, where do you live and not much? Where do you live?
Washington.
Oh, wait, were you at Northwest Tune-Up? No, okay. What part of Washington?
Seattle area.
Nice, dude. Well, I'm going to give this back to you, but I really appreciate you loaning it to me. Who needs this thing? Where's the novelty checks at? Hey, whoever needs a novelty, here, Carson, you're the head judge. Here's your Sharpie. Bring it back to Jackson when you're done. Put the name on the, we should release the winner by watching the name get spelled out onto a novelty check. Nope, we're announcing the winners right now. Okay, for the women, there can be only one bestest. We've covered that. And the bestest is, drum roll please. The winner of the outdoor research best trick competition is, Jeff, tell me in my ear, please. Robin Goomes! Congratulations, Robin!
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
That big, lofty backflip must have been just enough to put her above the competition out here, battling the rain, making it happen.
You know what Robin's good at?
Backflips?
Yes. But
Holding up big checks?
More specifically, using backflips to win things the first time that they're ever contested. She won the first ever women's slopestyle on the Crankworx World Tour. She won Red Bull Rampage last year, and she's your winner for the outdoor research Trick Showdown, Robin Goomes. Let's hear it for her. Hey, I hear open tab, 20%, 10% rule, Robin Goomes. Where are you going tonight, Robin? Hey! Woo! I'm gonna ruin your photo off. Robin, congratulations. How did you do it?
Just did a Becky, but no, it was pretty treacherous conditions, so I'm stoked.
I'm stoked for you. Drinks on Robin, way to go. Who do we got as the winner for the men? All right, you tell me, and then I'm gonna tell them. Okay, the winner in the men's category for the outdoor research Trick Showdown. He's the guy who won the Triple Crown last year, David Godziek, with a catchy bar spin.
Oh, yeah.
Drinks on David.
That's 2 for 2 on this Joyride course. What a way to warm up before Sunday's competition.
He's just getting started this week.
Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Take it when it's easy.
I don't know if a casserole bar spin is easy. I wouldn't even pull that one out in our hypothetical contest where you don't even have to do the trick. You just have to say the name of it. You know what I really like doing? Is ruining the photo op by interviewing them right like this, so you can't get your, you want that picture to post on Pink Bike, don't you? You're not gonna get it. Hey, Gozdiek, congratulations on taking the win out here today. You got a busy week, you still got Joyride on Sunday. What do you want to say to the Whistler fans out here for cheering you on?
It's gonna be one of the best Joyride ever, probably.
When this guy says something, I believe it. Congratulations to David Godziek and Robin Goomes out here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's who won for the riding competition, but for the Darko giveaway, one of our viewers won the competition. Drum roll, please. Congratulations to Jose Tomas Sotomayor. We're going to get this care package mailed to your door. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for playing our games. And thanks for cheering on all of our riders out here, especially our winners, Robin Goomes and David Godziek.
Champagne time.
Hey, I dare you to ruin this photo op, Alan. Dare you.
I'm not
Go
gonna
do
do
a
it.
fainting goat right in front of him.
I don't want to ruin my clothes.
Smelly fainting goat. Yeah. Hey, David's got 2 days until Joyride. He can drink that whole bottle. Hey, guess what? Tomorrow we're gonna hang out in the rain. We're gonna have some fun like we do in Whistler. Saturday we'll see you for the Rock Shock Canadian Open Downhill. Sunday we will see you for Red Bull Joyride. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us on the hill. Good night.
Hey, yeah, let's start right, man. Burn up the bars and the chippy van. Breaking the cars, take the Lizzie, man. Spark out, bar, getting lippy, fam. Yeah, let's start right.